to Grover versus Elyon. I love this set. I remember watching this set vividly. Like, this is by far one of the best sets that I've seen in a while, just because it was super entertaining. It's easy to call Izayoi cheap, but in this match it really looked like SKD. Yeah, it's like Izayoi is definitely cheap, but you could just see like you definitely can't discredit SKD there because it's just he's super solid. But yeah, this is probably one of my favorite sets in a long time. Grover versus Elyon. I really don't like the. Well, this matchup isn't necessarily super bad for Jubei, I think. If it didn't look that bad, because the main thing is gonna be, and Elyon does this a lot. We'll see in the set is that he uses air movement a lot, and a lot of Ada's pressure that he's gonna set up is gonna be like sandwich pressure, but Jubei is able just to go on the air and just negate anywhere Ada is and close the gap with that, and not have to worry about where a lot of characters have to worry about like the ground movement against Ada. It's something that Grover does a lot in the set also is going to be setting up Fireball, or going to be using Ada to block a Fireball. Yep, nice use of the aerial button. JA. Gonna get a full pickup here. That is such a good setup. Is this the layout Carl said? Yeah, basically. Yeah, Elyon performs so well. Like, he always manages to, but it's so, like, he's so consistent now. And it's always fun to see him fight. He only gets better. So I'm happy he made it really far this turn. Oh, yeah. Alright. So yeah, this is a really good situation. So he's just going to set up stagger pressure. And even because he gatlings into the 6A, like, that's his version of like, instead of, like, most characters where they're just going to jump cancel the counter assault, Jubei, if you have the read, can very easily just 6P it. Yeah. Very good parry. And yeah, the situation earlier, I'll pause it whenever he does it again, but it's a good side swap situation for Elyon that he uses a lot. Jubei's damage isn't all that scary, but he does get good mix. Yeah, nice overhead. And now, yeah, Grover gonna get the full conversion here. Uses Berserker Slash. Yeah, just gonna keep going for the combo. And yeah, just counter assault out. And like we saw, nice throw counter. And okay, the early use of burst there, I feel like it's alright to hold your burst in that situation because you're just so far down in the life total. To where it's fine to go into the next round with full burst. He's gonna probably end the round with full burst or very close to it. So can Carl not unblockable loop on Jubei? It kind of look. I actually don't know. I feel like he can, but that's something that Grove, because I commentated the pools match. This was a match in pools. I think it was like winners finals for the pool, and Elyon took it there, but I didn't see an unblockable at all from Grover in this matchup on Matacat or on Elyon. So I don't think so, or I think maybe Grover wasn't too comfortable with it, but he's done it on so many other people, so I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, that's the situation I was talking about with the good mix. Is that after he goes for a mark here, even if he goes for that or like Berserker Slashes, he's able to set up for this this dash, and then go under you set up this like left right high low just because of the instant overhead threat. And yeah, live by the parry, die by the parry. Tried to bait that Carl would go for like a 5B there, but ends up going for the 2B, 5C, Gatling, and yeah. Because the bad thing about Jubei's parries is that 6P only hits highs, or like, I think overheads as well. But it gets opened up by lows, and vice versa. 6B gets opened up by lows. Or highs, mids, whatever. Hits only mids, gotcha. Yeah, nice pressure coming out from Carl. That's so good. The way Grover sets up his pressure. Guard bonus. Like we were mentioning in the earlier set with SKD, just look at how much meter Elyon is building from blocking all this. I mean, it's actually blocking for like 10 seconds. Like 15 seconds? Yeah, overhead beats parries. Gotcha. So yeah. Starts off with like 47, 45 meter area. And actually is instant blocking all this to where he even gets guard bonus. And now he's going to get so much extra meter. Yeah. Or my bad. I was actually looking at the wrong meter. Whoops. Yeah, he starts off with like probably like 30. Yeah, 30. Gets up to 80. Counter assaults out. It's so good. It really rewards defense. And like he blocked all that and still managed to keep all of his meter effectively. Yeah, starts at 22 and goes up to like 80. And yeah, just gonna set up for this nice pressure. And yet, I like his use of the slash ball into install. It can make some situations plus, but in that situation, he wasn't plus enough. Or like he was around, was able to get what he was looking for. I'm sorry? So Elyon, so Jubei's forward dash is able to low profile some things. But like, he can low profile 5B, I think that is. Like, wow. Yeah. Didn't get the right knockdown he's looking for. And now I believe, yeah, this is the start of it. Yeah, so Jubei has a ton of aerial actions. And Elyon is going to use as many as possible. And he's just going to milk this life lead. I think the side swap dodged it. Maybe? It's hard to say. Because it looked like it may have been the other, may have been the run under, but that's it's hard to make that read. But yeah, that was ridiculous. A 20-second timeout. Because I know Jubei's 4-dash could go under like Azrael 5C and a few other buttons. And yeah, nice setup. He's going to go for the... Yeah, that's such a good setup. Like I mentioned earlier, where you get set up on the normal tech, it's going to catch the... Like, it's going to go high-low. Or it's going to go left-right, rather. But in this situation, because he rolled back the same input he would do to go side swap, it catches the roll. And he just hit confirms it into fireball, and he gets the pressure again. Ah, nice counter hit. Just going for an early burst. That's alright. Definitely a fine situation, mainly because now, again, he goes for the same pressure. Install. Instant overhead. Oh, but didn't get the full combo, but just opts for it again. Even just jumped over the low. Pressure. Yeah, I guess Carl bursting definitely is not that bad. And Elyon show he's comfortable with blocking him, but it's just like one bad call like that. And it's the start of something bad. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did it. That wasn't a blockable setup, but it was very close to it. And yeah, now, and like I was mentioning, a lot of Carl's pressure, if he's not directly on Jubei, if he's kind of like setting up where you can see Grover's kind of chilling out over here, Elyon's just going to fly away. Yeah, and I like the way Grover just calls Ada just to body block the fireball every time. Pressure, or rather the combo, actually. He's not dead. If he had 50 meter, I think Elyon could have killed. So yeah, just gonna go for, in the combo earlier, just go for the left-right. Fireball. Yeah, now Elyon has the life lead again. Elyon is not afraid. Like, he is just gonna time everything out. And yeah. Now Elyon on set point. And I really like this option, because even like some characters can kind of contest it. Like Mai could contest it, Bay could contest it if he has all the seals and whatnot, but Carl doesn't have anything to fight that. He kind of just has to go for like an anti-air. Timeouts and BB get me hyped. It's like one of the few games where timeouts are actually like sick. Because it just shows how like defensive the players are and how like strong the each player is. Because oftentimes if you have like a snowballing match, it's usually because one player is not that great at defense and the other player is just kind of rolling it and just rolling his stuff. But you can see like these sets, especially like Elyon, it is literally blocking. Not this time, but he's most of the time he's blocking for like 30, 40 seconds, and he still manages to time him out with a life lead. Ooh, and he rolled. I don't like that roll. That was a risky decision from Elyon to try to roll out of there. But yeah, Grover's still in the game. Fireball didn't get punished for it. And yeah, using Ada to move Carl forward is such a strong tool this game. Guard bonus again. And got caught with the low there. That was a standing low. Think he's getting impatient? Probably. I can definitely see it. Alright. Nice. Okay, that's something that we haven't seen too much of this set, but it's still a really good option, is using the backdash into, if you do backdash into forward dash, you get the speed bonus, and you can see where it can even catch you off guard in a situation like that. Ooh, I don't know if that was a misinput or try to go for something, but instant overhead, double it up, 3 or nothing. Alright, yeah, just RC for that. Alright, cross up with it. That's such a good situation for Jubei. Alright. Counter assault. Yeah, you could definitely see Grover has like matchup knowledge in this, but it doesn't look like he's super familiar in this matchup. Which is not a bad, like, it's not a uncommon thing just because the only oh, is that I remember, I don't remember if that's actually a combo. I think what he wanted to do there is like, he probably could have just done cogs, or no, he didn't have the meter. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I think yeah, I think that is a combo, but probably just had a misinput. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, is that the only Jubeis out there are gonna be Elyon. He's slow EA too. Yeah. I think he needed just to hold down the I'm not sure. It's hard to say. But yeah. Elyon and Matacat are the only like 2 Jubeis that I'm really familiar with. There's some others here and there. And like some subs. Like I know Fame has a sub Jubei. But it's really hard to say that that there's a lot of experience to go around. Yeah, it makes sense if the commentators did mention it, because there are only a few Jubeis, so this matchup is really hard to learn, or really hard to like really be practiced in. Nice, goes for the low, it gets the early install. I feel like this matchup you have to kind of opt between having meter to counter assault and having meter to install. So you can see because you can see in a lot of the matches, Elyon swapping between getting early install or getting the or keeping it in case he has to block. But usually, whenever he gets the early install, he doesn't have to block that hard because he's just getting these types of situations for him, and he has such a life lead that I feel like he can risk blocking for a little bit. But it is hard to say like safely blocking Carl because really can't. And yeah, uses the counter assault there, gets blown up for it. He does have the life lead, so running out isn't even an option if Grover even let him. Grover's on set point. Really dangerous for Elyon. Alright, nice JB. Gets the full confirm. And yeah, now gonna go for the side swap. It stays on the same side. Yeah, like, Jubei, literally the moment he came out, people were saying he was bad, he sucks, why he's always crouching, that's horrible. But like you can see in the right hands, he's definitely not top tier. He is definitely not top tier. But in the right hands, he definitely could function really well. And he does have good matchups against a lot of the top tiers. Or like not necessarily good, but more like even matchups. Like, and he could, with the right pilot, he could definitely run his game, and like we could see it here with Elyon. I think he got 4th at this event, like really played out of his mind. And yeah, this just right now it's just been kind of a Carl match, and Elyon tried to get out of it. Counter assault, good call. Just goes for the TRM setup, but didn't really get a TRM. He kind of just threw him. Yeah, just run at him. His offense game looks really strong in the head. Yeah, exactly. Like, Elyon really understood. Yeah, nice. Gets the confirm and kills him. Yeah, Elyon in this set, especially, like, this is top 8, you can see where he understands how Jubei's offense is supposed to work. In the sense that he's not a character that gets a ton of damage. Like, he has damage route. Like, he has a lot of damaging routes, but his general, like, confirm is kind of just to get, like, a JD into slashes or into, like, just a, whatnot. Like, he's kind of just gonna get, like, slashes into, like, that left-right, and he's just gonna, like, constantly, like, whittle you down little by little, and then get that install. He's gonna work it from there. Uses Ada to keep the sandwich pressure. So, okay, Carl can't F-Shiki Jubei. Gotcha. It makes a lot of sense, because I've seen him play this matchup like 3 times this weekend in tournament, and not once did I see it unblockable. Alright, gets the green throw. And yeah, this is a really bad spot for Elyon. Like, in this situation, the next hit that happens is going to kill Elyon. Like, but nice counter sold out. Uses the clap to kind of limit his movement. I like that. And this is a case where Elyon now is going to have overdrive. And, yeah, that throw subs really is cheap. But so now he's going to have overdrive. He's going to have, it's a counter hit. And he's got 40 seconds to make this comeback. Active flow is on his side. And so he's going to get that, like, that passive meter gain. Nice opening with the low. Goes for the overhead. Install. Lets him combo. Canceling the overhead from the install. Yeah, this isn't going to kill, but next hit does. Just over... Okay, I like the uses of overdrive there, just for the raw overdrive. Getting the full time there and able just to open them up with the instant overhead. Yeah. Really good call. And that was such a good set. And it's always good to see, because you can see where a lot of times players will be upset whenever, like, losing a tournament, especially, like, Rover. Like, Rover half the time, if he loses in a set, you'll see him, like, really upset. But with that, you can just see the respect for Elyon, how strong of a player he is, where you could tell that was just a really good set. Yeah, great stuff to Elyon. Moving on, Grover gets out in 7th place, but still, making top 8 at this event is huge.